You're sitting around, browsing the internet, and suddenly an idea for a product comes to mind. You get up, sit at your desk, and put together a landing page for an awesome new contraption to start putting up there to build an audience. Great job! But let me tell you this, every journey has a starting point. For the visitors of your freshly built website, it all starts at a subscription form. And today, we'll be adding a subscription form to your website in just under 10 minutes. Hello world, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Igor. I'm a software engineer based in Portugal, and on this channel we do coding related stuff like tutorials, challenges, and discussions. So if you find that interesting, please consider subscribing. Now, whether you're selling a product online or simply creating and sharing content on your custom blog, being able to create a mailing list of your most valuable customers is a core part of its success. The easiest way to enable this is to present them with a simple form on your webpage that they can fill to close the gap and create a bridge between you and their mail inbox. And how can you do that? First, a quick disclaimer, this tutorial is more geared towards developers because we will be talking about embedding code into an existing HTML page. Now let's get into the tutorial, but first, a quick history lesson. Before, in the beginning of times, you had to develop an entire workflow that would enable a form on a web page to be submitted to your server, which would then parse and save the data into a database table of subscribed users, which then you would later query and contact. Now, it has since then become a lot easier with software as a service products that you can integrate into any website or framework, thankfully. One of the most seamless integrations that I was able to achieve, and with great results, was using a product called ConvertKit. ConvertKit is a complete suite of tools for audience building and retention. Within their list of features, you're able to create and host landing pages for your products or services, build automated email funnels for your subscribers, design incredible email templates from within their editor, and of course, embed email sign-up forms on your website. ConvertKit is free to use on a good portion of its features, up to 1,000 subscribers on their free tier, and this includes unlimited landing pages and subscription forms, the ability to send email broadcasts to your entire mailing list, and access to an e-commerce platform where you can sell your products right from within ConvertKit. Now, as promised, I'll show you how you can integrate a ConvertKit sign-up form into your app or website within minutes. So the first step is to create an account at ConvertKit. If you want to help me out, you can use my referral link in the description when registering to your account, and by doing so, I'll get an additional 100 free subscribers on my tier if I eventually hit the actual 1,000 subscribers of the free tier ceiling. So you can click on sign up free. Now, if you're moving out from another platform, you can import your old mailing list, but if you're just starting new from fresh with this tutorial, you can just click on no. For a website, you can also click on no. You're going to do manually afterwards, and then you can create what type of creator you are. I'm going to put blogger, some kind of YouTuber, and I think that will do. Okay, then you're going to put your email address and the password. Now, after confirming your email address, you're going to log in, and this is the dashboard you're going to see. So the step number one we're going to take is to create a sign-up form. On the dashboard, first of all, we're going to go up there and click on landing pages and forms. You can see they already have a couple right here, and I'm going to click on create new. Now, for this tutorial, we're going to just create the form and not use their built-in landing page hosting service. So we're going to click on form, and I'm going to say I want it being an inline form. This is going to be embedded directly into your web page. Here you have a couple templates you can use. Some have images, some have whole sections, different texts, but I'm going to opt with the simplest, but you can play around with this later. So I'm going to choose Claire right here. So this is the form editor. So on a form editor, everything is customizable, from the buttons, texts, colors, adding more fields, and even inserting custom CSS into it. But at the moment, what I'm going to do is click on plus. This is the new field we created, and this is going to be of type first name. I'm not going to actually change, but what I am going to do is change the color of the button. Just click on it, select a new color. I'm just going to go for a different shade of blue, something like this. I'm going to make it bold so it pops off. And I'm also going to make it all caps, subscribe. So I like this more. With VS Code fired up here, I'm going to create a new file, select the language of HTML, I'm going to press Command S to save it. It's going to be named index.html, and I'm going to save it right here under folder of this video. So index.html. Then I'm going to use the MHz extension to generate the boilerplate for my code. And I'm going to create here, change the title of the page to landing page. So now we have the page. On the extensions, we have the live server extension installed. So going back to the file, the HTML file, we can click down here on Go Live. It's going to open the browser with our file, which is currently empty, right? Let's go back to VS Code and just add something to the body to see if it's working. So we're going to create an H1 tag and say this is working. So let's check it out. Here we have our changes. So now let's add the form. First thing I want to try is to center this on the page. I'm not going to go too fancy about this, but I'm going to create a folder and create an index.css file. I'm going to create a class called center. It's going to be display flex, justify items center, and align items center. Okay, no, that actually it's not justify items, justify content. Okay, I'm going to add the class to the body because we're only going to have the form. Now if we check the page, yeah, we have our content just right in the middle of the page. So now let's add our form. Going back to ConvertKit, our form is made, we're going to save it. I'm going to click publish. Now, when we click publish, we're going to have a lot of different ways to embed this form, and we're going to use HTML. So I'm going to click on copy all of the content we have right here, go back to our code, replace everything we had with this. Okay, just going to hit save, go back to our page. There we have it. We have our form. Now it's simple as that. Let's just gonna go with a test. My name is Igor, this is my email. Let's click on subscribe. I'm gonna have to consent with additional privacy settings, so I'm just gonna click on this one. Do I need this one? Oh, this is if I want to. I don't want any of them. I'm just gonna click subscribe. That's it. Now there are a couple of options we can change right here. Back on the form, we can go to settings and we have a couple of things we can change. We can change the success message we're just looking at, this one right here, or we can actually redirect to another page instead of showing that success message that is being managed by ConvertKit. We can also add a domain name instead of using the domain name of ConvertKit. We can auto-confirm new subscribers because if you check right here, it says now check your email to confirm the subscription. The subscriber is not confirmed yet. You can do that automatically, but there's actually a link here to say why you shouldn't. After confirmation, you can redirect to different URLs. You can download files for your subscribers. You can mess around with everything you want right here. Everything is free, up to 1,000 subscribers. So I really encourage you to. Just another disclaimer. If you're using something else rather than HTML, something like React or any other JavaScript framework, there is change you're going to have to make or everything's going to break. So we have the form here. You need to search for the inputs of the form, the input fields like this one. You need to go to the end of the input field right here and place a /. On JavaScript frameworks, this is going to break because it's going to say that some tags are not closed and are not going to render properly. And on HTML, if you do it or not, it's not going to give you anything. So I encourage you to do it right off the bat in HTML. And if you go back, it's exactly the same behavior. That's it. That's how you can easily start growing and managing your own mailing list from your website in just a few minutes with the help of ConvertKit. If you found the video helpful, please leave a thumbs up down below and let me know in the comments what were your main challenges and what your next project is going to be. Have a great day and I'll see you on the next video.